already know the ropes. Now he calling my phone, talking about it. Yeah, it was yours, but it's mine now. Talk about it, so we gon' find out. Everybody.
Welcome back. Again, if you have not seen the first two parts of Winning Tips, I highly encourage you to go check them out right now. It's time to hit the neighborhood. Keep in mind that there's a lot of sharks out there, and I'm here to help you navigate those waters. So whether you're in the playground, the rec, or the pro-am, one of the biggest ways that you can help your team
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Checking out the Spurs. Game 5, a road loss, and now they look to take care of business in front of the home folks. We'll see if they have enough left to get it done. Operating in the pressure cooker. Down 3-2 in the series. Trying to force a game set.
We stay at home. I know one thing, this arena is going to be fired up. We're going to tap into that. I think they got a good chance tonight, fellas.
Well, they came in as an underdog, and then they played their hearts out. No matter what happens tonight, I've been impressed with the fight they show.
And that'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you for joining us.
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home floor. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. There it is, maybe the most famous building in all of Texas. It's the Alamo, of course, here in San Antonio. It's Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals here. Welcome back to the postseason action. It's heating up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
More than 40 years ago, the Oscar Robertson rule ushered in the new era of free agency in the NBA. In the left.
It is indeed, D.A. Thank you. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Drexler out there with John Stockton. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Marion. And it's Weber in at the four-man position. And for the Spurs, Pau Gasol is out there with Andre Kirilenko. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Gary Payton. And it's Bryant in at the two spot. The Nuggets win the tip. Now Stockton. Pass to Marion. And here's Drexler, covered by Anthony. Drexler against Bryant. Clock at 6. Drexler, no good. Anthony down low, guarded by Marion. Second chance effort, and Anthony lays it in.
I see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
Stockton kicks to Marion. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Payton. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Drexler. He kicks it to Stockton. Not loose. Now here's Anthony. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Weber pulls it in. Anthony's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's O'Neal. Kicks to Stockton. 6 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off the shot. The shot's good from Shaq.
It takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fins off the D with ease.
Payton Payton passes to Anthony. Over Marion. Anthony's shot is off. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol did not stop moving his hands there, especially as the shot was going up. It was going to be right there to send anything back if it's close.
Here's Drexler. Marion trying to get open.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Here's Kirilenko. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Drexler. O'Neal dishes to stop it. They get it back. Rejected by Gasol. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The ball is something else.
And Brian, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. They won their last game Monday night.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Stockton outside. So nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Stockton. Shaq's got his second bucket of the night.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Payton against Stockton. Payton's shot is off. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And it's all evened up.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Payton looking it over. Pass to Anthony. On the wing, Bryant. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Payton, right side, feeds it to Carmelo. Back to Payton from downtown. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Payton's got 5.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Payton with the ball. Sean Marion covering. Out to Anthony. All alone. No good that time.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Marion outside. He feeds it to O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Nuggets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here tonight. First one falls.
start, Kevin. They've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
On the basket by Jones.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The pass to O'Neal, and Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Here's Francis. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Nowitzki. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The Nuggets trail by 4. It's Davis on the wing. Such a wide open look. The Spurs have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Mr. Francis. The feed to Gasol. Yep, that one goes in there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Comes to Davis. High post try, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Davis has got his second basket.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Jones. Dishes it to Gasol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Shaq.
Don't see it often, but when Powell gets aggressive, he can be effective. So great at drawing contact right there on that shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one goes.
Throw out the two-time champion stuff for you here, Kevin, but an outstanding big man, Pau Gasol, even in the later stages of his career.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Hawkins is checked in. And so Gasol nails them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Denver calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
The pass to Williamson. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Down low. Here's Gasol. Scored the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
That's something Powell has had most of his career, is that mid-range shot, and he's got enough space. Shoots it with rhythm and confidence. He's got to respect his ability to score the ball from there.
And good for Williamson on the assist by Davis.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
With some art, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Now here is Davis. Tries again. O'Neal misses.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Francis, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And there's the pass to O'Neal. And hustling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. The Spurs with possession. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Francis. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Davis up top, on the top of the key, and that one goes long. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Spurs. Francis passes to Jones. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Both teams will make substitutions. Seconds left in the first quarter. Serbiak up top. On the wing, Jones. He's covered by Hawkins. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Gugliotta's shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nuggets shoot their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First one at the line is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And Jones has it in the corner. 2 on the clock. And so it's San Antonio ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of the points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. With us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Spurs leading by 9. On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Williamson. And Exel is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Weber, and it's Bowen in at the 3 spot. Here's Francis by Van Exel.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Serbiak. Pass to Francis. Just 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Nowitzki. And another basket for San Antonio.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And it's good for 2. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, your defense has got to have a little bit more toughness in it.
Now, here is Weber. He's covered closely. Good on the shot.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Serbiak passes to Francis. Pass to Serbiak. And here is Nowitzki. And that one drops for him. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here is Williamson. It's tipped. Here's Serbiak. From outside, off the mark.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Count that bucket.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Williamson is skilled at finishing on the defense.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Substitutions here. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Peyton with the ball. Sean Marion covering. Peyton dishes to Kirilenko. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. Kirilenko's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Stockton outside. Goes up the baseline. Struck up 2 there.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Now here's Peyton. He's got 5. The pass to Kobe. Oh, that's blocked. To the middle. And the dunk by Drexler.
Yeah, you gotta love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
Passes to Peyton. Shoots over Van Exel. Nowitzki, the pass to Peyton. Count it. Peyton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
A floater, Weber. Rebound, San Antonio.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Stockton outside. He dishes it to Drexler. Carries it from three-point range. Drexler's got his second basket of the night.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Ryan in the post. Guarded by Marion. That one goes. Counted. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And how about that high release Brian has? Really helps him inside when the D there is attempting to smother him.
Pass to Drexler. A three ball. And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Spurs. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Weber against Kobe. Banked in off the glass. Kobe's got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Denver calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Anthony's checked in for the Spurs. Shaq's checked in for the Nuggets. Davis comes in for Van Exel. Pass to Drexler. Jacks up a 3, and that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Spurs leading by 10. Anthony looking it over. The pass to Payton. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Payton's got 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Shaq with it. He's got 10. Here's Drexler. Oh, good off the back of the rim.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Now Payton. 9 points in the game so far over Marion. Payton can't get it to go. Here's Drexler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Drexler's got 13 points in just this quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. And the Spurs making a change here. Gasol's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 10. Outside, Davis. Shaq in the high post. He kicks it to Stockton. To shoot over Payton. Here's Shaq. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. The free throw off from O'Neal. San Antonio leading by 8. Baseline Jay. No good from Payton. Denver's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3-3 on 3-point. And Kirilenko sends it back. Hands out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Shaq kicks to Davis. From 15 feet away, offensive rebound, O'Neal.
How Pau Gasol is such a capable defender, especially in terms of his body positioning. That time getting the hand in the face of his man.
Passes it to Bryant. To the inside. And there's Kirilenko on the assist by Bryant. Kirilenko's got his second basket of the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
It feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. A different look for Denver. Williamson comes in for Clyde Drexler. And Hersey Hawkins subbed in for Stockton. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Hawkins. Now here's Davis, guarded by Kobe. Floats one, and Gasol sends it back. They recover it. Clock at 4. Moves back up. The shot by Hawkins, no good. Spurs leading by 10. Here's Gugliotta. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here is Hawkins. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Payton. And he drops it in from the low post.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him.
Here is Hawkins. Now here's Shep. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Payton. 11 points in the game. That one drops for him. Payton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they repeatedly pushed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Seven seconds left in the first half of basketball. Davis against Jones. Davis drives in. Bucket is good. Davis has got 6.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket. And you get the lay-in.
And here is Anthony. With 1 on the clock, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Good space and pace from Melo right there, leaving the D with no chance to block that dunk.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Welcome to our postseason halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with the Diesel. Checking out the Spurs, they look absolutely determined to make sure this series goes the distance. And as well as they played in the first half, a Game 7 at this point appears all but inevitable. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cut. You know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
This is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. Kirilenko is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Anthony. And it's Peyton in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Kobe. Fades. Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. The inbound, and he hits the jump shot. Bryant's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for San Antonio. O'Neal up top. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Peyton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Peyton's got 15 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Drexler. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Stolen by Stockton. There's the triple, and it's Drexler that time, and the assist by Stockton. 18 points for him.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Peyton, 15 points in the game. The 17-footer, and that one drops. Peyton's got 4 this quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Stockton passes to Drexler. Back to Stockton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Stockton. And Stockton drops them both. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Drexler against Kobe. Pass to Peyton. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
San Antonio leading by 15. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Kirilenko, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Shaq.
And you've got to love the all-around game Kirilenko has. He's terrific at both ends, and he can play at any pace, makes an impact all over the floor.
The Spurs have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, Kirilenko. And the Nuggets making a change here. Van Exel's checked in. And both free throws good for Kirilenko. Denver calls timeout.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Stockton outside. There's the pass to O'Neal on the wing there. Back to Shaq. 6 to shoot. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Shaq's got 16 points.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Passes it to Payton. Back to Bryant. Payton finds Bryant. Over Van Exel. Bryant's shot is good. He's got 10.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now here's Stockton. It's good. Stockton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Here's Payton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight. The Nuggets trail by 17. Stockton passes to Marion. Kicks it to Van Exel. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Here's Weber. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
8 away. Payton with another miss. And Weber's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Down by 15. O'Neal chip back in for 2. Shaq's got 18 points in the game.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Now here's Jones. He has 6. But they recover it. Nowitzki, the pass to Francis. To the middle. Here's Gugliotta. And that one is hammered home.
And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Van Exel following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Williamson. Over Francis. San Antonio with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Jones. A beautiful reverse layup. 8 points for him.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have a reverse in their arsenal.
Boom. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And Van Exel, a quick decision maker, especially when it comes to shredding the D with his pass.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And despite the his size disadvantage attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Percy Hawkins checked in for the Nuggets.
And Francis, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his teammates.
Now here's Williamson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That one misses.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
They double team Nowitzki. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Bowen after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Here's Davis. Count that one. Davis has got 8 points.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Francis. 9 points in the game so far. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Spurs. Saul comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Andre Kirilenko. Drexler, he's checked in for Denver. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Davis. 8 points for him. At 5 and good as it just snugs right down through the net. Spurs leading by 16. Outside Gasol. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Back to Anthony. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot, and it's Gasol getting it to go. He's got 8.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Davis looking for an opening. Pass to Drexler. Again, the Nuggets score.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
Here's Anthony. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Gugliotta's shot is good. 1:06 left in the third. Davis with it. He's got 10. Drexler outside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
But that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. 51 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Francis. He's got 11. Here's Gugliotta, guarded by Weber. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Anthony for 3. And it's Anthony again missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Hawkins against Jones. Drexler outside. Good from outside. The pass to Gugliotta. Anthony in the corner. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Anthony's got 6.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Right back after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Hersey Hawkins. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Marion. There's Davis, and it's Drexler in at the small forward. Good work there as it goes.
What a drive there. It didn't bother him at all to have a much taller defender hanging all over.
And so Bryant will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They led by as many as 18 points. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And that sends Kobe to the free throw line. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler. Gary Payton, he's checked in for San Antonio. Falls for Bryant.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Here's Drexler, and it's Denver scoring again.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
From 12 feet out, and it's Payton. That time on the assist from Kobe. Payton's got 10 points in just the second half. The Nuggets trail by 18. Outside, Davis. And they double up Davis. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Denver has possession. Drexler against Jones. Here's Davis. Denver gets it back. O'Neal. And again, it's Denver.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Payton kicks to Kobe. Passes it to Gasol. Outside, Jones. 5 to shoot. Here's Kobe. A rebound by Drexler. Drexler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's to Hawkins. Shaq down low. Working on Jones. And that one's good by Shaq.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Now here's Bryant. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And that one's good, Anthony.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Davis against Payton. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now here's Payton. Outside Anthony. Over Marion. Anthony can't hit.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best season.
How about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Denver also making some changes. Weber comes in for Drexler. And it's Stockton in for Hersey Hawkins. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alderman.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Now Stockton after the missed three by Carmelo. Stockton dishes to O'Neal. Basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 6th assist on the night.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Nowitzki. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Weber the pass to Davis. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Davis has got 10 points here in the second half. San Antonio leading by 8. Payton outside. It's blocked by Shaq. Stockton right side. Drills it from outside.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's Kobe. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Now here's Shaq. Stockton outside. Feeds to O'Neal. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Payton. And the pass to Nowitzki. Anthony in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Quick fire on that shot. Melo, the catch and shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
Davis gets a wide open look. Here's Shaq. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Shaq's got 12 now in this quarter.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
From 17 feet out. Rebound by the Nuggets. Weber's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Nowitzki. A wide open look here for Anthony. Chris Weber with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Marion passes to O'Neal. Gasol. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Now it's just a 3-point Spurs lead.
Nice. The defender's on him. He gauges how much space he needs to get that one off. Chooses to go with the fadeaway.
Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Aaron Davis gets one up.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Drexler's checked in for the Nuggets. The free throw drops for Kobe. The Nuggets trail by 6. Stockton outside. That's good from Shaq on the assist by Stockton. Stockton's got his 7th assist in the game.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Now here's Payton. And stolen by Stockton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Paul Gasol.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Stockton drops them both. Spurs have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Pass to Bryant. Here's the dish to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Bryant in the post. Drexler defending. The shot by Bryant, no good. The Nuggets trail. To tie it up, here's Marion. Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Shaq against Gasol. And Weber throws it down.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, whoa.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Shaq.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
At the free throw line, and Anthony gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 2.
That is why Melo wants the ball. No fear whatsoever on that one.
Here's Weber. It's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got assist number 8 here in this one already. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter. Payton kicks to Anthony. 5 on the clock. Right on the bucket. Anthony's got 10 points in just the second half.
Carmelo Anthony operating in the mid-range is just danger zone. You got to put your defense at DEFCON 1.
Stockton against Payton. Denver again with the buckets. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. The teardrop falls in. Payton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment, and so him stepping up his intensity, staying in attack mode, that's nice.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
The Nuggets trail by 4. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
And I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Marion against Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor. No matter what's going on around, he's still going to be a gamer.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drexler against Goldberg. From the baseline. They shot out that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Anthony. Here's Gasol. It's good.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game now, looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Drexler passes to Weber. Up again. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're ahead by 3. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball. Just look those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Money! 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and now they foul and stop the clock. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game. Marion outside. It's to the line. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he can just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. I think, Greg, they played with a little more of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.